Hi everyone, doing something slightly different today, reacting to this video from Dave's garage. It's about DeepSeek. Have you guys heard about DeepSeek? I only heard about it literally 48 hours ago, and I only heard about it because of the shift that happened in the markets. Over $1 trillion was wiped away in stock value, notably Nvidia stock prices. And $593 billion wiped from the value of that company because of DeepSeek. But what is DeepSeek? Let's get into it.
Hey, I'm Dave. Welcome to my shop. I'm Dave Plummer, a retired software engineer from Microsoft, going back to the MS-DOS and Windows 95 days. And today we're tackling a seismic shift in the world of technology, the release of China's open source AI model, DeepSeek R1. This development has been described as nothing less than a Sputnik moment by Mark Andreessen, and for good reason. Just as the launch of Sputnik challenged assumptions about American technological dominance in the 20th century, DeepSeek R1 is forcing a reckoning in the 21st. For years, many believed that the race for AI supremacy was firmly in the hands of the established players like OpenAI and Anthropic. But with this breakthrough, a new competitor has not just entered the field, they've also seriously outpaced expectations. If you care about the future of AI innovation and global technological competition, you'll want to understand what DeepSeek R1 is, why it matters, whether it's just a giant psyop, and what it means for the world at large.
Just to quickly just jump in there, DeepSeek is Chinese. The US has dominated the AI space. OpenAI, ChatGPT, a lot of you probably know ChatGPT. They have dominated that space for the last couple of years, but this new competitor just came in from nowhere and launched DeepSeek, and it's been crazy. But let's get back to the video.
Dive in. To set the stage, here's the part that really upset the industry and sent the stocks of companies like Nvidia and Microsoft reeling. Not only does DeepSeek R1 meet or exceed the performance of the best American AI models like OpenAI's O1, they did it on the cheap, reportedly for under $6 million. And when you compare that to the tens of billions already invested, if not more, here to achieve similar results, not to mention the $500 billion discussion around Stargate, it's cause for alarm. Because not only does China claim to have done it cheaply, but they purportedly did it without access to the latest of Nvidia's chips. If true, it's akin to building a Ferrari in your garage out of spare Chevy parts. And if you can throw together a Ferrari in your shop on your own, and it's really just as good as a regular Ferrari, what do you think that does to Ferrari prices? So it's a little bit like that. And just what is DeepSeek R1? It's a new language model designed to offer performance that punches above its weight, trained on a smaller scale, but still capable of answering questions, generating text, and understanding context. And what sets it apart isn't just the capabilities, but the way that it's been built. DeepSeek is designed to be cheap, efficient, and surprisingly resourceful, leveraging larger foundational AIs like OpenAI's GPT-4 or Meta's Llama as scaffolding to create something much larger. Let's unpack that, because at its core, DeepSeek R1 is a distilled language model. When you train a large AI model, you end up with something massive, hundreds of billions, if not 1 trillion parameters, consuming terabytes of data and requiring a data center's worth of GPUs just to function. But what if you don't need all that power for most tasks? And that's where the idea of distillation comes in. You take a larger model like a GPT-4 or the 671 billion parameter behemoth R1, and you use it to train the smaller ones. It's like a master craftsman teaching an apprentice. You don't need the apprentice to know everything, just enough to do the actual job really well. DeepSeek R1 takes this approach to an extreme. By using larger models to guide its training, DeepSeek's creators have managed to compress the knowledge and reasoning capabilities of much bigger systems into something far smaller and more lightweight. The result? A model that doesn't need massive data centers to operate. You can run these smaller variants on a decent consumer-grade CPU or even a beefy laptop, and that's a game changer. But how does this work? Well, it's a bit like teaching by example. Let's say you have a large model that knows everything about astrophysics, Shakespeare, and Python coding. And instead of trying to replicate that raw computational power, DeepSeek R1 is trained to mimic the outputs of the larger model for a wide range of questions and scenarios. By carefully selecting examples and iterating over the training process, you can teach the smaller model to produce similar answers without needing to store all that raw information itself. It's kind of like copying the answers without the entire library. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Because DeepSeek didn't just rely on a single large model for the process. It used multiple AIs, including some open source ones like Meta's Llama, to provide diverse perspectives and solutions during the training.
So it's said a lot there, and some of the stuff, guys, I'll be honest with you, I don't understand some of it from that technical perspective. I know that DeepSeek, stay with me, is a Chinese AI company, artificial intelligence for AI, uh, is a Chinese AI company specializing in the development of open source language models. They're called LLMs. Uh, the company was formed in 2023, just under 2 years ago, and it's based in Jianghu, Zhejiang in China. It operates under the ownership and sole funding of the Chinese hedge fund High Flyer. And the company's CEO, Lang Wenfeng, co-founded High Flyer and has been instrumental in steering DeepSeek's focus towards foundational AI technologies. The company has committed to open sourcing all its models, which is a game changer because the current US companies like OpenAI, that is responsible for ChatGPT, are closed source. They are not transparent. That's what that means. The code for DeepSeek is open for developers to copy from and do their own smaller apps that are similar to DeepSeek, which is a game changer because it will ultimately reduce costs. It will ultimately reduce costs. So costs in terms of developer costs, creating more tools similar to ChatGPT and DeepSeek at a fraction of the cost, rather than making it as expensive as it is currently with some of the other competitors. So DeepSeek's rise has sparked discussions about the global AI landscape. This is a big, big, big one, particularly concerning American dominance in AI technology, despite US semiconductor chip bans on China. Don't forget that happened some time back. DeepSeek's technology has been reported to be both superior and more cost-effective than some Silicon Valley offerings. So what does this mean? This development challenges the perception that leading AI innovations are confined to Western companies. Guys, it is not true. I'm going to try and bring some content and do some videos, reaction videos about what is happening in China. There's a lot happening in that country. There is a lot happening in that country. You have to take your mind away from just the West, the UK, France, Germany, the US, Australia. No, it really, really picking up in Asia. Asia is really, really fascinating and at the forefront of information technology, according to me, according to a lot of experts as well. The company's success underscores the increasing competitiveness of Chinese firms in the AI sector as DeepSeek continues to develop and open source advanced models. It contributes to the broader AI community and exemplifies the global nature of technological innovation. Now, like I said earlier, unlike many AI companies that keep their models proprietary, DeepSeek has committed to open sourcing its language models. This democratizes AI development by allowing researchers, developers, and businesses to build upon advanced AI without high costs, fostering innovation worldwide. And it challenges the Western dominance, the Western AI dominance, particularly in surpassing OpenAI's ChatGPT in the US App Store. It's now number one. There was a cybersecurity attack on it, but thankfully they're back. They're back live now. It signals a shift in AI landscape. It challenges the notion that cutting-edge AI innovation is exclusive to Western tech giants. That is not true, showing that China is a formidable competitor in foundational AI research. It's also cost-effective. Despite restrictions on advanced semiconductor chips in China, DeepSeek has reportedly developed AI models that are both powerful and cost-efficient. This makes high-quality AI more accessible to businesses and developers without requiring massive computational resources. Now, what is the impact on global AI development? By providing high-quality open-source models, DeepSeek empowers startups, independent researchers, and enterprises worldwide. Its approach fosters greater AI adoption, innovation, and competition, accelerating the evolution of AI technology globally. In summary, DeepSeek is disrupting the AI industry by offering open source, high performing, and cost efficient models while challenging existing powerhouses. That's AI powerhouses. If you're new to my channel, if you've not subscribed already, please subscribe. If you're returning and you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Comment and share to as many people as possible. And I'll see you in the next one.